like me. I once was lost.
I know as much as the media wants to try to make this event about anything other than the truth of what it was about, me or anything else, I want you to make your own decision. Don't believe me. Just watch it yourself. If you missed it, go to Insider Extreme portion of glennbeck.com and watch my speech. It has been posted today. I think you'll find the truth. I know you and I have a special relationship and that you trust me, and I value that trust. I have been praying for answers. I've told you on this program before that I recognize I am in this place at this time for a reason, just as you are. I have said in the strongest possible terms that I think what God is telling us is get behind him. I think that's what he's saying. Use him as a shield. There are enemies of man's freedom, and that's an enemy of God, not of you. They will destroy themselves with the purifying fire of truth. And that's what this means. If you read the Moses story and you connect it all the way to George Whitefield, I mean, if I could spend a couple of hours with you sitting on a couch, I could tell you the story from ancient Babylon all the way to today, and you would see the thread. It's the same thread, the same message over and over, the purifying fire of the burning bush. I was fascinated by that. But what is it? It's God, but it's truth. Just like the Pharaoh fell. He fell because he wasn't based in truth. It's the same with us, the same with the Roman Empire. It's not based in truth. It's based in lust for money or power or whatever. So when I figured that out, I thought, okay, well, we have to make sure that we're standing in the truth. You have to stand in the blaze of the truth. It is a purifying fire. If you read the Moses story, it's a fire that burns but does not consume. But the same language later in the story, when the Israelites are not doing the right thing, or the Egyptians are not doing the right thing, he consumes them. Well, what is that fire that burns but does not consume, but then sometimes consumes? It's the same device. The device, the truth. That's what we have a shortage of in America. So as I was trying to put together the messages for Saturday, and I told you it wasn't about politics, it's about the truth. I tried to find the message. And the message is, listen carefully. I believe we're approaching a last call. All aboard God's train. Buckle up, because trouble is coming. Get behind the shield of God. That is the message. I honestly had nightmares last night because I felt maybe I wasn't clear enough. Maybe I didn't say enough. Maybe I missed the point, or you did somehow. The message I feel I'm supposed to give you is get behind the shield of God. There is safety with him. There are answers there. There is protection. I have prayed on my knees for 2 years. Please, Lord, stay your hand. There are good people in this nation, good people. I feel as though maybe this is what happens over and over again. God says, tell my people to wake up, tell my people, and they don't. And then he says, gather my people. And if they don't wake up, it's last call. Turn to him, please. As I was trying to put together this message and a way to relate it to you, you know I love the founders. I love the way they think. Thomas Jefferson was brilliant, and he was all about puzzles and codes. So if you're kind of like the Da Vinci Code, and if you're looking for puzzles and codes in our language, where would he put it? Where would he put it? What codes are there in our founding documents? Declaration of Independence. Well, I would assume there are codes, just like there are in the Constitution. What is the code in the Constitution? It's easy. Do you think that was a font problem that somebody said, hey, scale it down, we the people, it's too big, it's not all going to fit on a page? No, that was code. They knew that it had to send a message. They knew people would get lost. They wouldn't know the answer. They'd get detached from the Constitution. Jefferson and Adams talked about it in their letters back and forth. So what did they do? They wanted to make a point. Hey, dummy, look, we the people is the answer. Now, are there any other codes? Well, in the Declaration of Independence, my favorite phrase has always been, I believe it is, actually code. It's this phrase, that with firm reliance on divine providence, not manifest destiny, divine providence. With firm reliance on divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Well, let's take this out of the powdered wig era, shall we? Let's look at that one piece by piece. What does it mean? What does it tell us to do? I believe it is the way out. This was the message on Saturday in Washington. I'll break it down for you next.